Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Math with Gustavus. In this lesson, we'll be focusing on equivalent fractions. At the end of this lesson, you'll learn what are equivalent fractions, examples of equivalent fractions, and how to generate or create equivalent fractions. Let's start, guys. Let's jump right into it. Now, equivalent fractions are fractions that have the same value. What does that mean? When they are generated or when they are reduced, they reflect the same amount or the same fraction. Now, an example of equivalent fractions would be half and 3/6. If you look closely, they look different, right? But if you look closer, you'll see that they represent the same value. Why? If you can recall from my previous video where we reduce fraction, you'll see that when 3/6 is reduced, as you can see, 3 is common to both 3 and 6. So 3 into itself 1 and 3 into 6 2. You'll get back what? Half, right? So half and 3/6, they are considered to be equivalent fraction because when they are expressed in their simplest form, they reflect the same what? Value. All right, while they might look different, they have the same value. Now, how are they generated? How are they created? Equivalent fractions are generated by simply multiplying or dividing both the numerator and denominator by the same quantity. What does that mean? Same quantity meaning same number, same value. As long as you multiply both the numerator and denominator or divide by the same amount, then you'll get equivalent forms to that original fraction. Let's jump into some example. The first example we have here is 2/3. What we're going to do is to generate or create equivalent fractions of 2/3. What I want you to do now is to suggest a quantity for me that I can use to help generate an equivalent fraction of 2/3. What did he say? I think I heard someone in the box said 2. So what we're going to do now, we're going to multiply both the numerator and denominator of 2/3 by 2. So that would be 2 times 2 and 3 times 2. Now 2 times 2 is equal to 4 and 3 times 2 is equal to 6. That simply means that 2/3 is equivalent to 4/6. Let's try another example with 2/3. Now you again choose a quantity that we can use to multiply both the numerator and denominator of 2/3. Someone else, please. Someone to the left this time. Okay, cool. 7. So let's multiply both the numerator and denominator by 7. All right, so that's 2 times 7, which is 14, and 3 times 7, which is 21. So we can conclude that both 4/6 and 14/21 are equivalent fractions to 2/3. We have another fraction over here, which is 4/7. We're going to use that now to create more equivalent fractions. All right, come on. Let's choose a girl now. All right, so you're choosing 10. All right, so we're going to multiply both the numerator and denominator by 10. So that's 4 times 10, which is 40. Good job. And 7 times 10 is, what did he say? 70. Good job. That is simply saying that 40/70 is equivalent to 4/7. Let's look at another example. All right, let's choose another number. All right, did someone say 6? All right, good. So let's multiply both the numerator and denominator by 6. So 4 times 6, what's 4 times 6? 4 times 6 is 24, and 7 times 6, what's 7 times 6? Good job, that's 42. So from this we can conclude that 4/7 and 24/42 are equivalent fractions to 4/7. Good job, guys. You're doing a wonderful job. Now we're going to continue on equivalent fractions, but this time around we need to find the missing quantity that would make all these fractions equivalent. Let's look at the first one. So we have 5 over 8 is equal to blank space over 40. Alright, just remember now, equivalent fractions are formed by either multiplying or dividing both the numerator and denominator by the same quantity. So your challenge here is to find out which number did I either multiply the 8 by to get 40 or divide, and it's the same thing for the numerator, right? So we have to use the one that's given, right? So we know both the denominator, so we have to use them. So it will be what times 8 give us 40. You can look at it that way, or we can use the inverse of that to say 8 into 40, that goes what? How many times? That goes 5 times, right? So we're going to multiply here by 5. And we can double check to ensure that it's correct. So it's 8 times 5. What's 8 times 5? 8 times 5 is, good job, that's 40, right? That simple means we need to multiply the numerator as well by 5. Remember, whenever you're forming equivalent fractions, you can multiply both the numerator and denominator, or you divide both the numerator and denominator by the same quantity. But in this case, we're multiplying both the numerator and denominator by 5. So simple put, we're going to simple multiply 5 times 5 in this case, and we'll get 25. So the missing number in the first example is 25. And that simply means that 5 over 8 is equivalent to 25 over 40. Let's look at this one. All right, cool. If you notice on the left hand side we have a missing value. So this one is the reverse. So again, we need to find a quantity that we can what? Multiply by 7 to get 49. So it's very important to know the timetable. When you know the timetable, then these questions will become fairly easy for you. So it's very important for you to know your timetable. All right, cool. So what we're going to do the reverse, right? We can divide, right? So we're going to divide. We're going to say 7 into 49, right? It's going to divide here. So it's 49 divided by 7. You can check it. 49 divided by 7 will give us 7. Remember the rule. We can either multiply or divide both the numerator and the denominator by the same quantity. So since we divided here the denominator by 7, we need to divide the numerator by 7 as well. So it's 28 divided by 7. And 28 divided by 7 is equal to 4. Now we have number 3. But number 3 is for you, because I know that you have learned a lot from this lesson and I need to see evidence of this. So what I'm asking you, kindly take off this question. You may pause the video now. Then you're going to work the question and then you're going to share your answers in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching, and please come back again. And again, guys, remember to share with your friends, family, and neighbors, and encourage them to like, share again, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.